Hi everyone. Good evening. First week into 2021. And tonight I wanted to talk about the energy of terror itself. I was doing some really deep journey work this weekend with a client of mine, a beautiful soul that I've enjoyed working with. And we got to a place in this deep meditative journey we were in about the energy of terror itself, which is not our reaction to it. You know, we feel very strongly when we're in the presence of something that terrifies us. We shut down, we cower, we want to shield ourselves, we want to protect ourselves from this thing that we don't understand, that feels like it will destroy us. But that energy that's coming at us is this energy of terror itself is simply a huge energy, or an energy that we are perceiving as being too huge for us to actually handle in the moment. So the energy of terror itself isn't the danger we're perceiving it as. If you decide to examine what is this big energy and explore being the energy of the thing you're terrified of, you can kind of get to feel all this movement, like being so excited about something, or just having a lot to say, or just wanting to dance your heart out, or speak really loudly, or scream, not out of anything, but just to release sound. And it's this hugeness, this thing that takes us into a bigger energetic space. And what makes us retract from that is we're not used to handling that amount of energy. So there's this unconscious place in us that believes we are going to dissolve. There's no way we could remain inside our form in the face of this type of bigness. And so we retract and we hold ourselves back and we cower, and we're reacting in fear. But that is not the terror itself. Now, of course, there are real world dangers that can truly physically harm us, and that's not what I'm talking about. That will be a topic for another day, perhaps. What I'm talking about is the type of terror you feel when you're alone, when you're thinking about things that scare you, when you're ready to do something outside of your comfort zone, when you're working through inner wounds. There's a lot of terror that comes up. So what I'm talking about is that inner place when we're facing our own demons, we like to call them. And so just to make that distinction. But yeah, when you're in that place and you're really terrified and facing something inside of yourself you're too scared to face, you're about to make a step forward that you have been retracting from because it feels too big, start to explore. If you can bring yourself into a moment of consciousness, which usually is just reconnecting to your breath. I'm still here. I'm still in my form. Even making a sound. I'm still here. Okay, I hear my voice. Bringing yourself back into consciousness that way. Try to flip yourself as best you can into the actual energy of the terror itself and see how it moves you. See how it wants to communicate with you. Because what you'll begin to realize is these demons that we face on our own when we're on our own and doing our solo journeys, they're just energies that want our approval, that want our love. They're actually doing this magnificent dance for us to admire and say to them, oh my God, look at you, look at your dance. It's beautiful. Thank you for sharing it with me. It's like this child with huge energy that wants to show you something it's super excited about. But again, it's that energy that we don't think we're going to be able to manage or withstand. And so begin to play with what is it like to embody the energy of the demon that I am terrified of. What is its dance? Now, I have a really cool connection to this because my name is Mara, and in one version of the Buddhist faith, that is the name of the devil, essentially, of Satan. It's I don't know if you can make them totally equal between the faiths, but you get the idea. The devil or Satan is named Mara. So there's this kind of a cool concept that is, when Mara comes knocking on your door, invite him in for tea, because it just means you are facing your inner chaos and your inner turmoil that you need to heal and to process in order to reach your next level of enlightenment. So I really love that connection of my own name to this concept. But it's true. If you want to work through the terror a little bit more quickly, and again, there's no rush, go at your own pace, but start to just say, what does that energy that I believe is outside of myself, that's so big it could destroy me, what does that energy actually feel like to be? And start to see what little a dance emerges inside of you. And kind of, as much as you're willing, invite it in for tea, or I would say invite it in to dance with you. And see how much you can approve of what's showing up, what's trying to show you something, and bring you into a higher place of self. And as we continue to move through this new year, start to explore in that way if you're willing, if you want to, if that feels good to you to do. Have a beautiful night, everyone. And if you are curious about the work that I said I was doing with this client, deep journeying meditative work, where we were exploring this concept together, please reach out to me and we can talk about what it looks like and how I work, and perhaps some fears that you're facing right now you would like to have some more support around playing in this way and inviting them in for tea. I love you all. Have a blessed evening.